On the come up, better sit low. The product base, better drip though. Pocket fat when the chips low. Alexo, crypto, fit the party like a disco. Fan base like my wallet, yo. Stay true to the digital. Alexo, crypto. Alexo, crypto. Alexo, crypto. Alexo, crypto. What you know about juice? Making the moves. Data flow casual, breaking the news. Revenue proof. A building portfolio's taking well over exceptional pain. I'm trapping this game. So participation ain't a hard knock. I put in the work so you got knowledge. You ain't drawing with luck when you following us. The result is a pan full of fat pockets. Bada bang, that's an otter game with an auto flame. With a lot of hate. Get about the lane, ain't about the trade. Have another trade, get another play. They playing God so pretentious. Grapes in these waters forbidden. Well indeed, that's a felony. Don't look at me for the TRB. Have you heard of TRB? I don't know. On the come up, better sit low. The product base, better drip though. Pocket fat when the chips low. Alexo, crypto, fit the party like a disco. Fan base like my wallet, yo. Stay true to the digital. Alexo, crypto. On the come up, better sit low. The product base, better drip though. Pocket fat when the chips low. Alexo, crypto, fit the party like a disco. Fan base like my wallet, yo. Stay true to the digital. Alexo, crypto. Alexo, crypto. Alexo, crypto. Alexo, crypto. Alexo, crypto. On the come up, better sit low. The product base, better drip though. Pocket fat when the chips low. Alexo, crypto, fit the party like a disco. Fan base like my wallet, yo. Stay true to the digital. Alexo, crypto. Alexo, crypto. Alexo, crypto.
What is going on? Feedback. We're good. What's going on, gang? 2 years. Happy birthday to me, Alexandra G. What's going on? 2 years, man. 2 years making content. Holy smokes. What's going on, gang? I mean, I really started doing the full-time kind of daily content thing like August. That's when I went full-time trading and full-time when I got home from Australia to Canada here, and it's pretty cool. 2 years, time flies, right? If it's anything to anyone, it's about starting, right? It's about starting, trying, figuring it out along the way, taking the steps, failing, but failing forward. It's all that corny, silly stuff that you hear. Oh, you got to try and you got to... I mean, I used to be like a Buddhist monk. I used to go and this and this and and now, we say every other sentence. So we're getting better slowly over time. So 142K, let's go. However, we need to make some money. I don't know. We came into the buy zone. It's great to be a 2-year-old channel, okay? However, there's lots more to go, okay? I ain't going nowhere. We got lots of plans for this channel. We're trying to grow. We're trying to help a lot of people. We have an amazing Discord, amazing mods, amazing people. Everybody here is givers gain, trying to help each other, trying to grow with each other. And at the end of the day, we're all here to make money, right? And if we can do that with a little smile on your face, and hopefully I can bring that smile and we can all work together to make that money. So let's shout out to you guys, the Otter Gang, who absolutely make this place. So thank you, Farmer. Thank you, Dutch. Thank you. Sibel, welcome. Netherlands, much love to you. Reapers, Creepers, all you guys. Alexandra G, thank you guys so much for being part of the gang. Vegas Miner, okay. Crypto Wanderer, Nick Musgrave, Jonathan Schaefer, all the people out there. Darren Does Things, Michael. What's going on, guys? STL Coins. Thank you guys for supporting me. David Brumbelow. I'm just grateful, right? Justin Eubanks. What's going on, bro? Billy Goat Tails. What's going on? And that's it, right? We keep showing up. We keep working hard. And we try to continue to be on the right side of the trades, right? And it's been a privilege, okay? It's been a privilege. And then Alexandra G goes and gives away memberships. Thank you so much, Alexandra G, for supporting the channel, allowing me to support others. I've been trying to figure out how to fix the memberships. I don't know how to fix the memberships, guys, on the live stream. Okay, so if we're looking at studio here, I don't know where... Channel live. I don't know how to change the price for memberships. Thank you so much, Alexandra G. I can't change it here. I can't change it here. I guess I should show you my screen. I can't change it. I can't change the cost for gifting memberships. Okay, I want to make it as cheap as possible so everybody can participate. Thank you so much, Alexandra G, for that support. Let's throw some Alexandra G's in the comments. I've been trying to figure it out. It doesn't let me change the memberships here. I've tried in the dashboard. I don't know. I'm going to keep trying to figure it out. Eventually, one day, we'll figure it out, okay? We'll figure it out. But it's all thanks to you guys. Thank you guys so much for being here. Amy Lives Crypto, Billy Goat Tails, all of you people, Crunk. Good to see you guys all here. Now, let's get into it, right? Happy 2 years. Happy birthday to the channel. It's not about me. It's about you guys, right? It's about you guys, and hopefully the product, which is Alexo Crypto, I guess you would say, is built on trust, right? I think I ain't here to shill or tell you guys anything. It's been 2 years, man. It's built on trust, right? I think the greatest asset of any leader is trust. And hopefully I've earned your trust. Continue to prove my worthiness of you guys, and we get to work together to create financial freedom. Okay? But the goods is in the Discord, okay? The goods is in the Discord. If we look at the Discord, we get a clear example just in the recent here with Nick. Nick just saying, don't beat yourself up, always use a stop loss, get that edge, develop the edge, spend some time. It's a slow game, not a quick game. All these things that we talk about in trading, right? That we want to promote healthy trading. We don't want to be trying to make a quick buck, right? We want to have some longevity in this game, okay? Longevity is going to be crucial in order to preserve your wealth, okay? I have done it where when I first started trading, I shorted the Terra Luna collapse, okay? And I was up 10 grand and I lost that 10 grand really quick, okay? That's a lot of my story. Where my intro to trading was really, I won. I was in it. I was, a mastermind, and I quickly was humbled, okay? And overall, we all have different trading journeys, but together, hopefully, this community I know will help everybody here get better at not only trading but at life, and trying to really win, right? Really win. And what is winning, right? Is creating time and freedom, right? And that's what we're here to do. And I've done it, as a trader. Today, I was a carpenter. I used to swing a hammer for 10 hours a day, come home exhausted, and then I would get into the charts, right? And I proved to myself that I could learn a new skill and build a life beyond my wildest dreams. And I continue to try and demonstrate that you guys can do that as well, okay? So, Bitcoin. When is it going to go up? When is it going to go down? Thank you guys so much for being here, supporting the channel. Let's jump into this price action. So yes, there's been a lot of manipulation in my opinion. So we have an order block up here that is kind of my line in the sand where I would switch to bullish, okay? Until we kind of get above the 60,400 with a confirmed close. I'm not getting too bullish. I'm looking for shorts. Okay? Now, what happened over the weekend, we had a scare last night. So if we're going into Sunday morning, we get scared out of our pants. We get this rollover. I got long here, and I took a profit, and I was able to get out with a little profit, okay? So I got long here, and then we continued to roll over, and I said good night, okay? And if you aren't aware of where I update and all that good stuff, go over to the Discord, check out the TA. We got Lunar Beach's crypto over there. Brewberry did a morning show. Kyle, Lunar, Schaefer, all of us, right? So you can see that I got long yesterday on the little bounce, and then we continued to roll over, right? Took some profit, got out of that trade, and then I said, looking nasty, I am out, and then it continued to roll over. So that was this trade right here, a quick little scalp on a Sunday evening, make some money. Right? And then looking nasty, right? Breaking structure to the downside, rolling over, coming back and grabbing really some liquidity from this area here, but not a full liquidity grab that I would have liked to see, okay? We did not come down below this previous low here at 53,000. We really just came back and retested people getting long late over here, right? So for me right now, it's a matter of patience, right? We have the typical dump on the Sunday, false move Monday, right? So we get that V-shaped recovery into this morning, and then this aggressive rollover here, failing to continue to make higher highs. So you wake up into this move, right? You're like, oh man, we're going back up, right? And the market maker, flags out and really crushes everybody's hearts, right? And then we have our buy zones, which is a very simple golden pocket order block liquidity zone here, where we got our order block within here that we're looking to recapture and continue to the upside, okay? Now, what now, right? What now? Are we going to continue to roll over? What are we waiting for? And how are we going to play this, right? How are we going to play this? Because it's been a bit of a gong show, right? So first and foremost, we have to ask, where are we at? What are we preparing for, right? Because you can't figure out anything unless you know where you're at, right? So what do we have this week? We have simply that beautiful Monday to Wednesday looks okay. We have Chair Powell speaking, okay? He can always move stuff, so let's keep our eyes, perked up and paying attention at 10 a.m. on Tuesday and Wednesday. However, it's going to be about Thursday and Friday, okay? This week is going to be about inflation and GDP. So we want to see some good numbers for some bullishness for continuation into our expected rate cuts into September, okay? So you can see July. We'll watch this on Thursday. After all those readings, we'll revisit this. It's at 95% for July, no rate cuts, and 73%. This was at 66 last week for a rate cut in September. So this is kind of what we're keeping our eyes on as we get inflation data and at the end of the week. Okay, so a prepared trader is a profitable trader, and a patient trader is also a profitable trader. Okay, how low can we go? How low can we go? So, of course, we can go lower. Now, the areas that I am eyeing up for lower prices, if we are to roll over, we have this beautiful little wedge, okay, this opening up megaphone pattern with this downwards trend line here. So my idea of where we roll over is 51,576, which I've said to you guys last week. So this is my all things point to here. So I expect a wick down to this order block here at 49,000. Let's call it 300. Okay. So that's the kind of make or break level in my opinion, right? So if we go swing low to swing high, we got a beautiful golden pocket at this key level. We got a 382 from the very macro side of this key level. So if we go from here, that's the very low of the market all the way to the top of the market. We got our 382 pointing here as well. Okay. So there's a lot of things pointing here. Does that mean it's going to be perfect? Is it going to work out? No, but I do believe there is at least one leg down. Okay. If this is a correction move, right? If we are correcting, right? So if we are, in a ABC or whatever you want to call it, I believe there is still another leg down, right? So how do we prepare? Well, we look for shorts, right? We look for price to come back and retest, which it did. Now, the scary thing is that it did come back and retest the 200 moving average. I don't have a 200 moving average on here. I could add it if you guys want to see it. See it to believe it. There we go. 200 moving average. So it came back and it retested the 200 here on the daily, and it got rejected, right, with a bearish engulfing candle. So this is ugly, in my opinion, okay? Ugly. And you got a double tweezer top here, right? So something to keep in mind going forward is, this is looking not so good, okay? Not as bon, okay? Not good. But nonetheless, I don't think you can see the buying pressure here as we dip down. So you can see that we are getting exhaustion wicks to the downside. So every time we do roll over, it's getting bought up quite rapidly, okay? And if we go over to anything like the total 3, what do we see? We can see support being found here. Let's go over here. There's our otter, which is utterly fantastic. Total 3, finding support here at previous tops, okay? We can also see if we go to Bitcoin dominance, it's being lost right now, pushing down. We want to see this trend line lost. So that's a positive sign into alt rotation. Okay, if we go into pairs, ETH BTC, we have fallen back within this downwards channel from 2022. Okay, September 2022. For me, we need to see strength here. So we need to see this here, this low, push back up, so we can mark this one up here. We can mark this one down here. It still remains to be a higher low, and we're looking for the breakout of this downwards trend, okay? So there's a bunch of things that could be bullish, okay? We're not there yet. We haven't had confirmation on any of these things, right? So we prepare for the worst, which would be the rollover, maximum pain, right? Even like a little push up and then maximum pain, I think would be the worst. We were saying maximum pain when we were trickling around in here, that we would get everybody hopeful, come up to this trend line and get absolutely wrecked. And that's what happened, okay? That's why everybody is in fear right now. Fear is at what? 20, fear and greed, 26? Fear and greed. What is fear and greed at? Let's check it out. You can always type this in at our Discord and find out real quickly, /FG. Okay, 28. Okay, 28. People are scared. People are scared. Everybody's portfolio is looking a little ugly right now. And we got people talking about depegging in Winnipeg. And I think that's where TRD Farmer's from, the pegger. They're called peggers, not even line, Winnipeggers. But don't mess with Winnipeg. It's like the coldest area in all of Canada. It's like miserable there, so they're not all that happy. Oh man, very warm and open. Yeah, man. Don't mess with the Winnipegonians. I don't know what they're called. The peggers, man. So where are we at right now? We are clearly in a bear flag, right? Consolidating down in this wedge, waiting for a decision, right? So we want to be buying the lows, selling the highs, right? So we had the opportunity to sell. We got a little bit of hopium, that V-shaped recovery, looking for that continuation. Didn't really get the continuation out, okay? We want to see a close above 60,000. That's going to really kind of change the narrative where we're breaking out of this structure here, closing, pushing out, right? If we are to lose this area here, right, what I would look for first is that swing failure pattern breakout with the lower low here and a higher high here, right? So that beautiful higher low here. I heard myself there. I heard myself here. Where we get a breakout. Now, if you guys want to throw your altcoins in the chat, Nick Musgrave, so kind of you, man. I bet you this time probably works a lot better for you, Nick Musgrave. So throw your altcoins down below, and I will get to them. I appreciate you, Nick, man. My man. So we're looking for that bounce out. The swing failure down below. That's why I do have a green box down below here, and it's just simply below these lows. Here's a general area. You could go with like a fib retracement from the low here to the high here, and go for your 272 extension level, which matches up with this level. But we know that this is going to be a buy level down here because I've told you 51,576 swing failure pattern into this area would be very, very bullish in my opinion. Okay, so if we get that aggressive bounce out of here, then let's go, right? So we'll be looking at that if we get there. Right now, we're holding on for dear life, and we want to see price push back up. So going over here and looking at the daily, well, let's look at the weekly first, actually. Let's look at the weekly first and kind of get rid of some of this stuff here. Get this, and I can hide the rest of this stuff here. Brush, trend line, rectangle. I'll organize this better later. I just wanted to go over all of that with you guys, and then we can take a better look at everything here. So we have this beautiful, beautiful megaphone pattern, and we could be at the bottom. Now, the key for this to get back into reality, right, get back into that price action, is the median of this area. Now, what would be the median? It would be the 0.5, right? So if I'm going to measure this area here, right, we want to see it recapture the 0.5 area. So if I go over here and I go across, I want to see it reclaim back above the equilibrium of this wedge, right? So for me, that's getting all the way up to 64,000. We know that 64,000 is a massive area of resistance, okay? That we can see when looking at volume, we can see that there's a massive chunk of volume here alongside with our naked point of control up here at 67,000, okay? So there's really two areas that we need to start to work towards and get above, right? Other than that, you have this kind of last hope volume block, which lines up with our beautiful support line, which is at 38265 at 51,576, right? So a lot of people are calling for that area, and there's a lot of reasons why, and everybody can find another reason why things point to that area rather than coming back within this range around 44,000, okay? If we revisit 44,000, I wouldn't necessarily change my posturing, but that brings us close to the closing below that. I'm not even going to say 38, but that brings us within that range, and that becomes a little bit more questionable of where we're going to go right now, okay? Now looking at the weekly, this candle close, absolutely disgusting, right? We had that hopium weekly with the hammer candle, and then we had this horrible, horrible close below the wick of the previous low here, suggesting a bearish sentiment, right? The hopium on the weekly though is we're starting to get a little bit of positive posturing on our VWAP. Okay, so this is the hopium, right? Where we've had this aggressive head and shoulders pattern, money still remaining green, and hopefully we get that green dot trigger wave. That's the hopium, because we know when we get these on the weekly with money flow in the green, they are typically very bullish. Okay, very bullish. However, we need proof of movement. We need to front run this with our other time frames. So we'll go into our 3-day. The 3-day starting to work its way back up, making higher lows on our VWAP here. But money is coming out aggressively. Okay, so it's very much at a make or break. Can money return to the upside and VWAP push up into the end of this week? Because that would be into Thursday. The next candle would be Thursday. So we'll have more of an idea on Thursday and Sunday for our 3-day candle print. Okay, going into our daily. The daily for me is ugly, right? So I talked about this at the beginning, but we got the double top on the daily with the bearish engulfing as well. Okay, so right now a doji candle indecision. If we chop within here, right, and we swing down and we pop off, making a bullish divergence, that would be ideal. Is that going to happen? We don't know. We don't know. We'll treat it accordingly, right? We don't want to be trying to long into these drops. We want to wait for confirmation so that we can put ourselves in a better position mentally and, trying to put the trend reversal in our favor, right? And that's kind of where I am right now. I will scalp these areas using good risk management. That is going to be the key right now. Okay, it's very scammy. Lots of manipulation where price is moving normally, and then you get a big flush out, a V-shaped recovery, and then you're back to guessing, right? So we need to be on high alert for these V-shaped recoveries. We go simply, let's go into our 15-minute and take a look at what's happened, right? We look at what's happened and we expand this chart, right? How many times have we had, these V-shaped recoveries, right? V-shaped recoveries. They're everywhere, right? They're everywhere. And they're going to wreck you if you're not careful, okay? You can see them throughout. And these ones are no joke. These ones have been, 5%, 4%. This one today was even 3%, right? So please, if you're not super experienced with trading these and you don't take profits early, move your stop loss to entry. That's what I would be doing in this environment, okay? So make sure you're protecting yourself, okay? If you're more of a swing trader, wait for those range highs. Wait for price to really give you the signal of continuation. You should be looking for longs. Yes, we should be looking for longs at the bottom of a range. If this is a megaphone pattern, and we should be looking for longs here to come back within this equilibrium of this megaphone pattern, right? And once we do get above here, then we can continue bullish. Now, I did see Magic Internet Money point this out as well, who's a very experienced, very reputable. I have tons of respect for his work, right? He said this is a very similar example, much more defined, okay? Much more defined, but I really respect his work, and he's a very good guy. So you can see here, same kind of deal. It wasn't until we really broke above that equilibrium, which is right here, right? That we got back bullish, okay? Right? So if we were to position ourselves where we're at right now, it's somewhere down in here, right? So just wanting to pay some respects to Magic Internet Money. He's a great trader. He has a Discord and all that stuff. But he was mentioning this is similar, but we need to find some level of support, right? And get back to that equilibrium, which is I'm quite agreeable with that, especially from a guy who's been doing this for a long time and has respect of many. So looking for this to push back up into that area at 64,000. But first and foremost, like I said, we need to reclaim that order block coming in right around here, okay? That's 60,000. And that would create a change in structure and would push us back up. Looking at the daily, we want to see money coming back in as well. Going over our 12-hour, money is ugly as F, okay? Ugly as F, where we literally need to see this start to creep up. You know, we want to see that sort of rounding on our money flow, but it's ugly. Look at how down this has been. So accurate on the sense of just the peaks coming in over here at June all the way through. Okay, so cautious. We want to see the turning up of this money flow. And we are getting that bullish divergence, right? With the lower low and the higher low over here, suggesting that we could bounce from here, but we want to see confirmation of the move, which to me would be, you know, closing above this high here, retesting the high, and then breaking out, okay? Confirmation would almost be like a retest of these highs here, and then getting back above, okay? So I think a bit of patience right now is going to pay us the best as a community. Let's go over to our 4-hour and look at more of the nitty gritty and where we're at. So you can see in general that we have a lot of resistance at this order block. We dragged this thing into the past. We can see that we dipped below it before, but that was quickly recovered and then continued outwards, right? And you can see it here. So this is really going to be our line in the sand that I'm using to navigate that, and then coming back down to this area below us here at that 51,500 level as our level of support. So right now we're pretty much in the middle of that, and we want to make sure that we're really taking the better trades that are given to us, right? So today, you know, we could have gotten long here. It's been quite scammy. So we stay out of that, right? Unless you're scalping, you want to stay out of that. We're looking for that swing failure pattern, breakout, okay? Will we get that? We'll have to wait and find out. But that's kind of where my eyes are set. And then I'm looking for a rejection off of the top here, okay? And then a retest of these highs, okay? So pushing through, rejection, retest, continuation, firing off a long here with confluence, I think would be a beautiful long position trade, looking to come up and eventually breaking that medium-term time frame structure up top here at 64,000, okay? Happy YouTube birthday, Wix, wife, Ban89. Thank you so much. God bless you. Means a lot to me. 2 years. It feels shorter because I've really just like put my ultimate focus into this channel for like the last year. So no, it means a lot. We're 2 years old today, and it's truly an honor and a privilege to be able to try and serve you guys and hopefully deliver you guys with some good trade setups and some alpha every day. Alex, how you feel on reject from 56,788, 56,908? So let's jump into the nitty gritty for you, my friend. So we have a range here, right? 56,788. Okay, so right around here. Let's take a look at that. Expand that out. So we want to build confluence around that idea, right? So you can see you have resistance here, blasting through, support, breaking through, support, rolling over, resistance. Okay, so this is the retest of previous support and previous resistance. So this is the general area I believe you're talking about, 56,908. Yeah, so just within here. So now we're going to look at this area. What are we going to do? We're going to pull a fib from swing high to swing low. Okay, you got your golden pocket in there. But for me, I wouldn't pull it from there. I would pull it from the start of the move because this is the top of that move. This is where the bottom of that move pulls. So I would be looking a little bit lower, and you've already had one test here. Okay, so the idea behind this, so let's go over to our 5-minute, is if we are flagging like this I don't trade because it's a 50-50 chance you go this way or that way, right? It's not really a defined, bear flag, which would be, you wouldn't have made this high here. You would have just, I would be looking more for that, right? But right now, you've gotten rejected from here. You can see exhaustion wicks here, so you're trying to push, but there's selling pressure. There's clear selling pressure here. So if you are looking for a rejection zone, I think that is a good area. However, I would be patient, right? Because what has happened today is that, understanding the market, is that we had the false move up, the retracement of that, so a mini Bart Simpson, right? A big liquidity grab down below here into our 786 of the entire range, right? So if we go from swing low to swing high, swing low to swing high, we get our liquidity zone right here into our 786 order block, right? And then we have created another higher low, which is probably a golden pocket from here to here, right? There we go. Golden pocket bounce. So right now, I'm looking for continuation, right? I'm looking for a continuation into this range here. So either it punctures through, flips it to support, or you get rejected back down like you're looking for, where you're looking to come to the bottom of the range, okay? And that would be the continuation of this move from here to here to here to here, okay? So right now, taking this trade might be a bit risque, okay? Whereas you could draw a trend line as well from here to here, right? And that would line up nicely. But you break out of that trend line, let's say you push up just enough, you retest and you break out, well, then you're getting stopped out, because depending on how you manage your risk, right? You typically want to be above here, and you want to be targeting back down to the lows, right? So you have Luke Zaldana, $10 super chat. Happy birthday. Thank you so much, Luke. Thank you for being part of the gang. I appreciate you dearly. Thanks for always showing up for us and being part of the gang, and really that means a lot to me, man. I appreciate you. So right now, it's a possibility, but like I said, what we're looking for right now is that continuation, right? Coming back, liquidity grab of the range, and we're looking for the higher high, higher low situation where we're pushing out, okay? So what I would need to see at your key level here is I would need to see either a rejection, bearish divergence on a short-term time frame, and then I'd be taking the second high. I wouldn't be taking the first one. I wouldn't be taking the push up into it. You might have to sacrifice a little bit of patience here for the move back down, but it would be a matter of understanding, okay, we're going to push here. Highly probable that we're going to get rejected. If we don't get rejected and we blast through it, that's great. I can look for the retest continuation. If we do get rejected, I can still wait, and I can wait for a bearish divergence, right? And continuation down. And that's how I would trade it. Okay? Hopefully that helps you. But I do like your area. Your area of interest is perfect. It's how are you going to treat the trade setup within this area, okay? And then we can practice good risk in this area, and we can manage our position that way, right? And then remember, I said take profits early, okay? Because you don't want to be a victim to this BS here, where you're going to get, they're coming for you. They're coming for liquidity, right? So great idea. That's how I would trade it. And hopefully that helps you with the way you're going to trade it. But there's always an opportunity. We have up or down and time to deal with, right? So let's jump into those altcoins. Thank you guys so much for being here. Hopefully that explanation helps you guys a little bit on your trading journey. I want to do more of that stuff for the gang, and hopefully we can create some better tutorials and just, you know, overall trading and how you execute the trades, what you're thinking when you're getting into the trades, how to manage your position, and making sure that you're using proper risk, okay? Because it's all about risk management at the end of the day. We want to keep trading. We want to develop the skills. We want to have longevity in this industry. It's not easy. A lot of people, 95% of people fail. We don't want to be those people, okay? Stick close, ask questions. We'll continue to work together to try and try and navigate these crazy markets, okay?
What you know about juice? Making them moves. Data flow casual, breaking the news. Revenue proof. A building portfolios taking well over exceptional.
Algo. Okay.
So participation ain't a hard knock. I put in the work so you got knowledge. You ain't drawing with luck when you following us. The result is a pen full of fat pockets. Bada bang, that's an otter gang with an auto flame. With a lot of hate. Get above the lane, ain't about the trade. Have another trade, get another play. They playing God so pretentious. Rapes in these waters forbidden. Well, indeed, that's a felony. Don't look at me for the TRB. Have you heard of TRB? I don't know. On the come up, better sit low. The product
RMT, what's going on, bro? Thank you for the happy anniversary, man. I appreciate you, bro.
Fan base like my wallet, yo. Stay true to the digital. Alexo, crypto. On the come up, better sit low. The product base, better drip though. Pocket fat when the chips low. Alexo, crypto. Fit the party like a disco. Fan base like my wallet, yo. Stay true to the digital. Alexo, crypto.
What's going on, Drake? Good to see you. Homo sapien, good to see you as well.
Alexo, crypto. Alexo, crypto.
All right, jumping into Algo, we're going to go over your altcoins and hopefully get through these and give you guys some, I don't know if I can give you any hope on this stuff. Altcoins have been absolutely mangled, okay? Remember we talked about the total 3 chart at the beginning here. So we're looking for support to be held and the continuation out, okay? That's what we're looking for on our altcoins, okay? Going back over to Algo, got to reclaim 14 cents, okay? 14 cents, line in the sand. You can see here, probably coming to a naked point of control within this area down here. Yep. Okay, not so naked anymore, but you can see how well volume works from previous ranges, okay? We go over here, we mark out this one, oops, Alt-H. We mark out the point of control as well, okay? So let's go back over to where price action is as we speak. And what do we see, okay? Holding that last, that last level of volume at 12.6 cents, okay? Not looking too good. However, you do have money coming in on the 4-hour, and you do have a little bit of hopium here with the bull div, okay? So you got the lower lows here and the higher lows here. So looking for that push out is what we're looking for. Getting above these previous highs is going to be indicative of continuation to the upside, okay? You have a couple levels here that I found for you to reclaim and make sure you add those to your charts. But you want to be patient in the sense if you're looking for buy levels, right? If you're looking for where you want to get into Algorand, if you think it's going to go higher, long-term bull, you know that you don't have much. There ain't much below you. You go down here, I think 10.5 cents is really like, you can see bear market lows, very, very beaten up, 10.5 cents, right? So if you are to lose this level here, you could be looking at 10, 11 cents, okay? Is that going to make a massive difference in your gains long term? Probably not. Probably not. So look for established higher lows and higher highs, right? So literally here, you want to see it reclaim these areas that I have marked out for you and find them as support, okay? Right now, you're holding on for dear life at 12.6. You can see that was a previous volume level, so you want to see that established move, okay? If you're really zooming in here on your 4-hour, you need to start by getting above this high here, okay? You get above there, you look for that continuation, right? And to keep it that simple, right? That simple, you draw a momentum trend line here. You look for the retest back to it and that continuation out, okay? You can see, though, you do have support here. It has found it multiple times. It's a matter of changing structure and pushing out in this area, okay? If you go over to previous history on anything like this, right, always go and look at what happened to get you out, right? And what happened here to get you out on an aggressive downtrend is you consolidated on lows, right? And you kept rolling over. You failed to make higher highs and higher lows. You can see here you kept making lower highs throughout, right? You failed to get above, and then you rolled over, right? So what changed, right? What changed? You dropped down, you made lows, but then you started to march upwards, right? And you made that one low that was higher than the previous one here, creating a double bottom basically, right here. Double bottom, and you're able to finally break out, flag out, and continue outwards, okay? So patience will prevail with anything like this. If you're looking to trade it right now, you're looking for shorts, right? You're looking for it to come into resistance and dump more, right? Anything more than that, you're really waiting for that established support, okay? So right now you've pushed up, you've rolled over, you're coming back and retesting these lows here. Can you hold support here and continue to push up and get above those highs? And that's what I would definitely be looking for on Algo, okay? Going over to Injective, a Otter Gang favorite, and look, it looks exactly the same as Algo. So we go over to Injective, we take a gander, we have our big buy level that we've had on Injective for a while, that's 1760, okay? And do we have a higher high, right? There is some tokens here. This is higher, okay? Just a smidge, but it is higher nonetheless. So we look for the continuation out of here, right? Established support at $20.24. Otherwise, we're looking for a swing failure pattern and a break back up, okay? Same with Bitcoin, right? We said we're looking for that swing failure pattern down here at 52,800, 900, before our 51,500 level that we are aware of as well. But for this range, that is where our swing failure pattern is for now, right? So it would be the same if we went over to Injective, where we would swing failure pattern down below here, creating that beautiful bull div and that break out of here, or equal lows, right? That double bottom. But right now, it's trying to push up. It's not really getting above these highs here yet. So for me, you can see that this level at $20.24 is your key resistance. And until we get above that, we're looking to short at that level. Okay? Happy 2-year anniversary. Here's to at least one more. Cheers. Well, if and when Bitcoin goes to $1 million, I don't know. I'd probably come and do a live stream just to celebrate the gains with you guys. I'm not a yacht kind of guy. I think I'll get like a really fancy golf cart. Fancy golf cart, and I'll hire Mark Dutch as my caddy. Okay? I said at least. Yeah. We'll see, Post. We'll see how well we do, man. Thank you for being here, and thank you for being part of the gang. Your charts always amaze me, so thank you for being part of the yeah, I'll ride, Mark. Ride that thing. Hawk Tua. Yeah. That was my swing thought on Saturday when I went golfing. It was the backswing was ha, and then it was Tua. And then I'd hit it into the bushes, you know? You guys can laugh at me all you want. Let's go over to BitTensor. TAO. Okay, BitTensor AI getting beaten up quite. Caddy with Amy. I'll do the dirty work, Alex. You will not, Mark Dutch. That is my soon-to-be wife. That's just holding on by a thread here. So we have the order block below us here, right? That 140. So if we roll over, that 140 is where we look to bounce off of. That's very similar to like the 52,000 Bitcoin, okay? That's the same kind of deal. That's where we moved up from after that long consolidation, okay? So going into the nitty-gritty, my God, BitTensor. We had an amazing long here. However, that's the past. So we have a downwards trend here. 10 push-ups for every failed trade, I think, and you will thank me next year. How about 20 if you do winning trades, and then you really get, you get the guns going. Keywords soon to be. You guys are, oh man. Yeah, we did send Mark an Amy vocal, and he got all excited. He had to disappear for 10 minutes. So looking at Tau BitTensor here, we have basically equal lows pushing out, creating a higher high here. So holding support here at this key level here at 214 is going to be crucial. Getting out and retesting. Let's pull this down a little bit here. Getting above this area here is going to be this is, you can see here, like even on Market Cipher here, we can see every time we have come up above the zero line, it has been a perfect shorting opportunity. Okay, so literally wanting to see that push out, right? Getting above this downwards trend line and creating a breakout. But right now, you can see, it's just in a very aggressive downtrend where it continues just to make lower highs, right? So we want to see that breakout and continuation. Right now, I'd be patient. Let the dust settle. If you are looking to buy, maybe an average in here, right? We do have that big order block down at $1.40, and that's still a ways away, right? You're kind of we talk about this quite often, is that you're on that support of the Rafiki support, right? Where like if you fall off Pride Rock here, you could be coming down a lot further. So you're on that area where if you do lose this support here, you don't have anything below you, right? You don't have anything below you. So you would roll over, and that would be pretty aggressive, right? 32%. So if you are DCAing into something like this, maybe a little bit in, but be patient. I think that will pay. If we do get to that 51,000 area on Bitcoin, we could look for the rollover on BitTensor as well. Okay. Especially with areas like this, make sure you're using a stop loss. Okay. Let's go over to on Ordi. Okay, let's see Ordi here. Do I have an Ordi chart already? Yeah. Ordi chart already or all Ordi. Yeah, so you retest the highs here. Okay, you got lows here. Let's pull volume across. Yeah, right here. Volume and highs and volume. Okay. So Ordi has been rocked. 12-hour. Yeah, that money flow on 12 hours, disgusting. You got a couple levels here on Ordi. This is your resistance on Ordi. This is your lower level of support. Yeah, so right now, Ordi has wicked down. You can see there is buyers here, right? So there is buyers coming in. However, you don't see strong market structure, right? This is a rollover. This is a flag, right? So you're expecting this and maybe a bull div down to here, right? And then you break out of this, right? So I would be patient with Ordi. I would wait for this to roll over. If we get that, right? Make or break on Bitcoin. Are we there or are we rolling over yet? We're not even up there yet. Okay. And then looking at Ordi, you want to see established highs. You want to see this pushed up and then retesting the highs right here. And that continuation breakout, right? Getting out, challenging that $34.67. Okay. Paper beats rock. I thank you, Rafiki, and I like it a lot. I heard Tino refer to an asset rising to an EMA or VWAP or something and rejecting. He referring to it as a bar down. That is my new favorite rejection. Koalialism. Whatever koala you're talking about, bro. I do like VWAP. VWAP is my friend. I'm always on standard deviation VWAPs when I'm trading short-term time frames. So I have like a scalp setup here that I might share with you guys one day. I might, if you behave yourselves, I'll take you through my 3-minute scalping tutorial here on how I scalp using VWAP, standard deviations, and order blocks. But that's for another time. So now we're going to go over to, so on order you need to see established highs, or you're looking for the rollover bull div at key levels of support within this area here between $27 and $24.50, okay? Let's go over and take a look at Sandbox. Sand. Oh my God, I don't think I've looked at Sand in ages. It goes to show you the TA from back here is still relevant. Sand, oh my God, this is disgusting. Oh man. Do it now. Hawk tour. Thanks, Nick. Keep safe, bro. Much love to you, bro. So, do or die for Sand. You're at the bear market lows, right? So, if you're going to go lower than this, okay? Let's do a little. Oh man, this sucks, man. With some of these things, they're just absolutely demolished. So we'll go from low to high. Nah, we won't extend that far. Let's go into our 4-hour. Let's go from low to high here. We want to see confluence. Okay, so there's confluence here. We got a 618 bounce level here. We have hit that level. Okay, that's acted as support. So then we want to okay, so those are our extension levels from a 618 confluence level and the 272 level as well. So we can get rid of that, and you can see the 272 was hit as well. Okay, so these red levels, this is how you find levels that, uncharted territory, right? So you can use your fib to predict, and you can predict levels below and levels above, right? So levels above, you just go from high to low, and then you get your 618, your 2618, your 3618, and you can look at extension levels throughout. So if I was to look for extension levels into this, I would simply just pull from swing high to swing low, and you can see that we hit our 272 and almost our 618 here. You can go from the start of the move here, and you would have hit your 618, okay, and your 786. So Sand looks like quicksand, okay? It looks like quicksand. It's getting rejected off this 30-cent level. Okay, you can see that's going to be a critical level for price to get above on Sand. However, V-shaped recovery, consolidation sideways typically leads to more rollover, right? This is just coming back and grabbing people who are getting short late, and then it's typically rolls over again. So you have that. You have levels below you, so that 27 cents, and then if you come any lower, 21 cents would be ideal. Okay, so you do the job. Stop binding. I need to lock down the shop. But right now with Sand, it's about the same thing I've said for the other things, is establishing some sort of structure to the upside. Okay. How many left in the metaverse? Yeah. Is anybody in that? I never was in that, but who knows? Reef, is this what everyone's smoking? Okay, looking at Reef here. Yeah, below bear market lows. Same thing, looking for established support, pushing back onwards and upwards. This is quite ugly as well. Looking at Reef here. Your structure hasn't changed. You've lost this support here. You've rolled over. You've found a little bit of support here and a little bit of resistance here, right? If you take your extension levels, which we just showed you how to do from low to high, you can see you perfectly hit your 618. Look at that confluence. You also hit your 2. And then if you do go lower, you're looking at however many zeros with a 8. Okay, that's ugly, I know, but this would be your first, your 0010, and then your 00088. Okay, if you do not hold this, right, and continue to push back up into key levels of support and resistance, your big resistance is 0012. Okay, and look for that push back up. BRSC. Not going to do it. And JTO. JTO. If there's anything else you guys want me to look at before I head out, make sure you chuck it in the chat. Yeah, JTO making some higher highs and higher lows. Okay, looking all right. Looking all right. We know there's a good narrative for JTO here. Hasn't come down completely yet. But it ain't looking good. It ain't looking good. So range bound within this area. You can see it happened before, right? It happened before. So can you get some range bound price action here that it just stays range bound and doesn't, freak us out too much, where we have come down aggressively. Let's kind of illustrate this, where we've come down aggressively into our range, and we look for something like this eventually and maybe takes off, right? But right now, we have just dumped and we have found support. So range bound within this area here. I know it's a big range. You could isolate price within here by going over here, pulling volume within here, right? And you can see you got a point of control. Maybe you can expand this a little bit here. You got some key highs. Yeah, I would say key highs and lows are right here and right here. Go over to where price action is trading today, right? And you can trade this range bound. You can see it clearly ranged before, so that's what you'd expect now, is ranging within these support and resistances. Add these levels here to your charts. Holding this area here is going to be crucial, 1.77, and then working its way back up and into the range within here, right? So a lot of things not looking too good. But that's okay. That's okay. A flush out is needed for the good stuff to prosper, right? Looking at Bitcoin for a little bit of rejection, a little bit of consolidation. Remember, guys, it's going to be a pretty simple trading week. I would expect it to be horizontal until Thursday, okay? Within this area. And then we'll get the news, and then we'll see where we're at. So make sure you guys are using good risk management, managing your positions, taking profits early with a crazy wick environment like this, and making sure that you practice good risk management. For those who stuck around, not only is it the channel's birthday, but we didn't do the dad joke. What's going on? This 1 p.m. start time has thrown us off. Okay, so the dad joke is number 26. My friends, what did Dad think of the paper ripping job? What did the dad think of the paper ripping job? It was terrible. That's enough from me, guys. Happy birthday to the channel. Have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day. Happy Monday, and I will see you guys tomorrow, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thank you guys so much for supporting me and helping me support you. God bless, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.
On the come up, better sit low. The product base, but it drip though. Pocket fat when the chips low. Alexo, crypto, fit the party like a disco. Fan base like my wallet, yo. Stay true to the digital. Alexo, crypto. Alexo, crypto. Alexo, crypto. Alexo, crypto. What you know about juice? Making the moves, data flow casual, breaking the news. Revenue proof, a building portfolios, taking well over exceptional pain. I'm chopping this game, so participation ain't a hard knock. I put in the work so you got knowledge. You ain't drawing with luck when you following us. The result is a pan full of fat pockets. Bada bang, that's an utter game with an auto flame. With a lot of haters, get above the lane, ain't about the trade. Have another trader, get another play. They playing God so pretentious. Grapes in these waters forbidden. Well indeed, that's a felony. Don't look at me for the TRB. Have you heard of TRB? I don't know. On the come up, better sit low. The product base, but it drip though. Pocket fat when the chips low. Alexo, crypto, fit the party like a disco. Fan base like my wallet, yo. Stay true to the digital. Alexo, crypto, on the come up, better sit low. The product base, but it drip though. Pocket fat when the chips low.